Chaotic scenes continue playing out between two groups of refugees housed at the Central Methodist Church on Greenmarket Square in Cape Town. Police have arrested one of the refugees' leaders. For the latest on the events unfolding there, I'm now joined by our reporter Craig Lee-Smith. Craig Lee, we believe that Mr. Balous was originally taken in for questioning, but charges have now been confirmed. Is that correct?
Good afternoon, Anli. Yes, police earlier this morning took one of the refugee leaders, Pierre Balous, in for questioning, but has since confirmed to ENCA that he has been arrested and charged with assault charges here in Cape Town and is currently at the Central Cape Town police station.
Right, we know that there have been mounting tensions between these two factions of refugees stationed at the church. Tell us a little bit more about the circumstances of the arrest of Mr. Balous and the connection to those tensions.
Yes, you would know that earlier this week there were tensions between the two leaders, Papi Sukami and Pierre Balous, and just the two leaders having disagreements with regards to how the operations here at the church, funding, assistance, church services here at the church are being conducted and how they are not being represented correctly. We know that a scuffling pursued after that, and basically the two leaders and the two factions, one faction is outside of the church and the others are inside. When we arrived here earlier this morning, we saw some of the refugees speaking to police to say that they need to assist as soon as possible to come into the church and to assist them. There's also been unconfirmed reports of armed weapons inside the church, and also they should be on standby for anything. It's all unconfirmed reports, but the situation outside remains tense. There are also police outside just to monitor the situation, but for now it is confirmed that Jean-Pierre Balous is in custody. So
just to understand you correctly, we had heard reports that a number of firearms had been confiscated by police. You're saying now that that is unconfirmed at this stage?
Just a correction, it was confirmed by police. Some of the refugees outside have called in police again today to go into the church and to search each and everything inside of the church to confiscate more firearms inside the church.
Right, and what we understood, part of those tensions between the two factions is that what the faction that's staying inside the church at the moment are saying that they don't want their bags searched because the other faction could have planted weapons there to try and get them into trouble. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes. And some of the leaders say that this started since Monday already, where some of the leaders here, the two leaders, couldn't come to an agreement, and two groups are. One group is outside of the church. They are adamant that the police should go inside and should search and should look for other things inside the church.
Craig Lee, we know that the Human Rights Commission has been very involved in the situation. They're trying to assist refugees in finding a way forward. Have they commented on the escalated tensions to say whether there's going to be any escalation in the time frame with which these refugees will either be moved along or rehoused?
A high-level delegation of all the stakeholders, yes, are planning to meet all in one meeting later this week, and also on Monday. It's been confirmed for Monday, with the Human Rights Commission and all the stakeholders involved are invited to come together and to sit around the table to try and get resolutions, to try and come to some conclusion with regards to the tensions here at the Methodist Church. What we do know is that this coming Monday, the Human Rights Commission and the City of Cape Town and all other stakeholders will come together to sit and try and find out a solution. The question is, however, which leader would represent the refugees here in Cape Town?
Well, thank you very much for that information. That was ENCA reporter Craig Lee-Smith coming to us from the Methodist Church in the Cape Town CBD.